10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
On 1st and 10,
Logan swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Cook again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, Logan setting up the screen for Cook. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive fake punt. They got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Now Cook running right. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Logan eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To throw on 3rd down. Logan. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First and 10. Here's Levis.
Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Levis.
The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back to throw. Logan. And this is going to be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will make it 6-0.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kicks are away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And his throw is incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank.
And now the rookie's free. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there, and that'll turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
6-0 our score after one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Levis. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
To go for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raymond touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. Play action now. Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
No gain on the play there, second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. And Levis completes this out wide.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Oh, that one well designed as they take this down to the 30-yard line.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on read.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They try again with Cook. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On second down, Cook. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on second down, Logan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, Logan.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw on second down. Logan flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10.
Levis sets up to throw here. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
He's going to take another shot here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Levis back to throw.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Point after try forthcoming. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
First down, Ravens.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Levis, quick completion out wide.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
Brought down at the 20.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bengals are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Logan. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Here's Gallup getting it on a jet sweep. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. To throw on 2nd down. Logan, throw left side, complete. That's McBride. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Trey McBride. 34 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drop away.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Levis now on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Levis now off of play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. On 1st down, Logan. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Logan. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Logan. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
1st and 10. Logan. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Logan. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down. Logan. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Logan. Incomplete. Right side to Cook. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Logan. And Cook has it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan. Phillips has it running the out route. And he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Trey McBride, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Levis from the gun.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Levis to throw it.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
Off the play fake, Levis.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Throwing on second and long.
Levis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and 10. Here's Levis. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Josh Jacobs, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth. if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This is taken in by McBride. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Cook up the gut.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. First and goal. Levis, he'll look to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Levis to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati,